we will take that value from user and we will print that value instead of directly giving in our program. Okay, now how we can take this input from user or from keyboard? So in Java there are two ways to take the input. One is help of scanner class, today we will learn how to take input from keyboard in Java. So till now, whatever program we did in our last few classes, we check that we have write like int a is equal to 10. Okay, then we print using system.out.println the value of a, right? And what is the output? Output it gives like 10, right? So here you can see here that we already defined some value under this program, that is a is equal to 10, and we are trying to print a's value in a display screen, right? But now we will understand how to take a value from user. So user definitely put some value using keyboard, right? And we will take that value from user and we will print that value instead of directly giving in our program. Okay, now how we can take this input from user or from keyboard? So in Java there are two ways to take the input. One is help of scanner class, another one is help of buffer reader class. So what are these? These are basically two predefined or inbuilt class in Java. So these are already available in Java, so we have to use their methods or their properties to take the input from keyboard or from user. Okay, now we will learn how to use these two class. So today we will learn the first one, scanner class, and next class we will learn how to use this buffer reader class to take the input. Okay, so today our aim is to use this scanner class and understand how to take the input. Now if you remember our last few class, so you can understand that every class I have created under a package, right? com.demo.print. So under this package I have created number of class in our last few classes, right? Similar way, this scanner class and buffer reader class, these are basically predefined class or inbuilt class in Java, but they are also available under some package, right? And what are those package? So this scanner class is basically available under util package. Similarly, buffer reader class available under IO package. So what is this package and how we can use this package, or how to use the method of scanner or buffer reader class? Let's learn it with some example. Okay, so today our aim is to understand the scanner class, right? So let's create this type of program. So our first statement is ask the user to enter his or her name and then print his or her name. Then ask the user enter his or her age and then again print that input. Okay, and last one is ask user a question, is 25 greater than 20, and take the response from users and then print that response. Okay, so if you check these three statements, so what is the first statement? Actually we are trying to collect user input in a string format and trying to print that, right? Then the second questions if you check, so we are actually trying to collect age, that can be a number or basically a integer or maybe a float or double, right? So we will take this integer or double value or float value, then we will try to print that. And the next one is basically we are trying to collect a boolean response, a true or false format, right? So we will take the response from user and then trying to print their response. So let's check it in Eclipse. So first you open your Eclipse IDE. I have already opened. What I will do, I will first create a class, but this time I will create a class not under this com.demo.print package. Let's create another package, let's say com.demo.io. So to create a package, just right click on this src, then new, then here you can get an option package. Click on this. Now put your package name, let's say com.demo.io. So this is my package name. Let make it finish. So you will get a com.demo.io package. Now we will create my class under this com.demo.io package. So to create a class, you have to right click again here, then new, then class. Now put a class name, let's say scanner demo, okay, and check this public static void main, then finish. Now you can see my class is ready under this package com.demo.io, right? Now let me again delete this comment, this is not required. Now let double click here to get a wider view. Now what is my aim? My aim is to do these three things, right? One is ask the name to user, then ask the age of the user, then ask a questions, is 25 greater than 20? So first create a system.out statement, ask user what is your name. Now once user get this statement what is your name and enter his name, definitely we have to collect it in a variable, right? And that should be a string variable. So let's create a string variable, let's say string name, right? And we have to collect the name that is entered by user. But how we can collect this name, right? So here we have to take the help of scanner class. So how to use this scanner class? So our first rule, we have to create a class instance of scanner class. So how to do that? Create scanner scanner, okay, s always be in cap. Let make the object name or instance name as sc, then equal to new, again scanner, okay. Always remember s always be in caps, okay. Now I have created a scanner class, okay, and as I told that scanner class is basically part of some package, right? So what is that package? That is basically util package. So you can see here a icon. So once you click here, you will get help options here, import scanner java.util. So once you get this, select this and enter, or just double click here. So once you double click here, you will get that statement, that is import java.util.scanner, okay. So what it's mean? Basically it's mean we are trying to use this scanner class, and this scanner class is available under this package. So definitely we have to import that package, okay. So I have import this java.util.scanner. So this is the way to import any package. So under this util package, what type of class I am trying to use? Scanner. So that's why dot scanner. So java.util is a package, and under that we are working with scanner class, right? So that's why I have written scanner. If you are trying to use all the other class under this java.util package, you can simply use star here as well, okay. So currently I am going to use scanner specific class, so I am using this one, okay. Now you can see still I am getting some error. So why I am getting this error? Because I have already initiated this scanner class, but from where I have to take the input? Definitely it from keyboard or system, right? So that's why we have to type system.in here. So what is the system.in? This is basically one type of IO stream. So let's learn first what is this three type of IO stream, then again we will come here and trying to do our coding. Now if you check this slide, so you can see these are basically three IO stream, okay, where IO stream represent an input source or an output destinations. What it's mean? So you can see first here system.in, system.out, system.error. We already familiar with system.out, right? We basically use number of print statement using system.out.println, right? Similar way system.in basically denote read data from keyboard. So for that we use system.in. So this system.in I just use under this scanner class instance, right? Now system.out is used to display the data on screen. And what is system.err? So this is basically display error on the screen. So these are basically three IO stream used in Java for different purpose. One is reading data from keyboard and others are basically display data on screen. Now let's go to the Eclipse again. Now our scanner class is ready. Okay, now we have to collect the entered value from user into a name string variable, right? So for that, what we have to do, we have to first type sc, which is basically scanner instance, then dot, and you will get number of method or inbuilt method of that scanner class. So what we will use here, we will use this next, next. So you can directly double click here, or you can also type next, okay, then double click here. So we are going to collect whatever the value entered by users in keyboard, that will be collected under this name variable. Now what is our aim? Our aim is to print this value in console, right? So for that we will use system.out.println statement again, and what we will try to print, we will try to print this value. So the value that is entered by user, that is collected in name variable, and we are trying to display this name variable here. Okay, now let's click on this run button, and you can see what is your name. This statement is coming, and let me put my name Arun, and then click enter. So once I enter it, so it is displaying this statement system.out.println, and the value I have entered, that is coming here ARUN. So to collect this value that is entered by user or that is entered from keyboard, I have used sc.next, this method. So next is the method under this scanner class. I have used this one, right? So now you can understand that the value entered by me ARUN by keyboard, that is basically collected under this string variable using this next method, which is available under sc, that is basically our scanner class, right? Now let's run it again and check a interesting part. And again it is asks me what is your name. Let me put my full name, Arun Kumar Hazara. Okay, now just click on enter. So you can see this print statement give me only this Arun instead of giving Arun Kumar Hazara, right? So what is wrong here? So here you can see I am using a dot next method, right? But to print your whole name or whole line, so you have to use another method which is available under sc. So let's check that what is that method. So just I am removing this one, and sc dot, okay, it will be again next, but not only next, you can get another method next line, right? Just double click here and then end it with a semicolon. Now here you can see I am again trying to collecting the value, but using next line method instead of next method. So it will give you the whole line, that is Arun Kumar Hajra, the 3 word. Okay, so let's check by running this. So click on this run button. Okay, now it is asking me what is your name. Put it Arun Kumar Hazara and enter. So you can see now this print statement give me the total string value or total line which is entered by me with this green color, right? And this is printing here properly. So this is the main difference between next and next line, and we will use this next and next line to collect string value. Now what is our next aim? Next aim to ask the user about his age, and again collect that and finally print it, right? So for the same, let create a statement. What is your age? What is your age? Okay, now once user enter his age in keyboard, so that we have to collect in a variable, right? So let's create a variable of integer type, let's say int age. Now how to collect that value? Okay, so again we have to create a scanner class instance, but we have already create a scanner class instance, right? So we can reuse the same instance, but definitely we will not use next line or next method. For integer type we have to use different method. Let's check that. So our scanner class instance name is sc, so let make it sc then dot. So you will get number of method again. So we will use basically next in. Now you can see I am using next in method of scanner class, okay, and collecting the value that is entered by user using keyboard, and where I am collecting this one under a variable of integer type whose name is age. Okay, now we have to print this one, right? So again create a system.out.println statement and under that type age. So now you can see our first statement is basically enter your name, then second statement should enter your age, right? Let run it. Click on this run button. So first questions come, what is your name? Let make it Arun. It will print Arun. Now the second statement, what is your age? Let me put it 30. Okay, once I enter, so you can see it again printing this statement age, that is basically 30. So I enter a value 30 and that is collected here using next in method of scanner class, and it is hold under age variable and I am trying to print that one, right? And that's why it's give me that print statement. Now again, here the tricky part is that if you run it again, and let me put my name, let's say Arun, so it is printing Arun, then what is your age? So instead of 30, let me put it 30.5. Okay, so what it will return? Actually, I am trying to collect the value using sc.nextIn under age, that is a int variable, but here user or I am putting a value of double or float type, right? So if I enter here, definitely system will throw some error. So what is that error? So you will get a error input mismatch exceptions, right? So what I have to do, if I want to collect the age with some decimal point, so definitely int variable is not sufficient, right? So instead of this, what we have to do, we have to actually create a float variable. So let's say instead of int, I am making it a float, and once it is float, so definitely this method is not correct. So what is the exact method? Again, you just type sc dot, you will get number of method, and this next float is the correct method to collect the float value. So you can type next float method for collecting the age group in this with decimal point. Okay, now you can see here I am using next float method of scanner class, which will collect a float value and that will be stored in age variable, which is a float type variable, and again I am trying to print this age, right? So let's run it again. Click on this run button. So what is your name? Our first statement, let's say Arun. So you can see the statement come here. Okay, now our second is what is your age. Now I can give 30.5 here because I know that I am collecting a float value, right? So once I enter here, we will not receive any error message like before. So you can see the statement age is coming 30.5, right? So this way you can use next float method to collecting float. Similarly, you can use double or other method based on your requirement. So once you click on this sc dot, okay, you will get number of method, or after sc dot you can also or press control space, then you will get number of method, and based on your requirement you can double click or select and enter. Okay, so our float part is done. So we have already collected the age value and name value. What is our next aim? Next aim is to ask a questions which will return a true false value, that's mean boolean type, right? So similar way, first create a statement is 25 greater than 20. So as we are collecting boolean, so definitely it should be true or false value, otherwise again you will get an exceptions or error. Okay, so we are expecting that we have to send some response with true or false format. Okay, now again how to collect that value? So definitely you have to create a boolean variable. So let me create a boolean variable, let's say answer equal to. Now how to collect that value? So before that we have to create a scanner class instance that is already created for our cache. So we have to use this instance sc. So type here sc, then dot, you will again get number of options here. So what we have to use, we have to use next, then boolean. Okay, so if you get directly, that is okay, otherwise you can press control space, you will get this type of method. Now double click here. So these are basically shortcut to get or receive the smart way the method name. So now this next boolean, this will basically collect the true false value that will be entered by users using keyboard, and that will be collected under this answer variable, which is a boolean type. Now we have to print that statement what is entered by user. So the user basically entered whatever value that will come under answer variable, and we have to put it under system.out.println. Okay, so once I run this program, it will give me first statement what is your name, then second statement what is your age, and third statement is 25 greater than 20. Let's run it with proper value. So first, what is your name? Let's say Arun K Hazra. Okay, once I enter it, it will give me the statement what I entered here, and also ask me the next statement what is your age. So make a enter here. So see, I am getting the statement what is your name, so this name value, then what is your age, and I have taken it as an float, right? So now as it's a float, you can make it like 30.5, or you can also give 30, but it will return you a float value. Let's check like that. So once I give 30, so it will give me 30.0. Let make a enter, so you will get 30.0. Now again the next question is 25 greater than 20, so you can make a true or false value. So what is this? This is basically true, so let me put the value true, and once you enter, you will get the response answer here. So yes, it is true. So this way you can use scanner class method. Different type of methods are available, so based on your requirement you can use any type of method to collect the value from keyboard.
I believe this video has helped you to understand about the topic. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, click on the bell notifications and select all so that you don't miss any video from this channel.